This is a rock solid, numbers matching, real 1968 Pontiac GTO convertible. This car has tons of documentation, receipts on some of the build over the last 30 years, and also was a star of a magazine car back in the, I think, late 80s, early 90s. If you go to our website, www.coyoteclassics.com, there'll be some pictures and some information of the article and stuff that this numbers matching GTO is in. It spent most of its life out in Denver, Colorado area, which says why it's so solid. As far as the floors, frame, and trunk on this thing, rock solid, nice. Exhaust sounds good. Just a really nice red GTO. Does it come equipped with power steering? Not a ton of options, but it does have power steering. It's got the upgraded factory YZ code engine, and that's exactly how it came. It does have working air induction, so it's got everything here is working. It's got the cutouts in there for the hood. I mean, this thing, when you hammer down on this, it really wakes up. Motor runs excellent. Like I said, it's got a lot of horsepower. The YZ code is just the step up from the factory YS code. So this is the higher horsepower version of for the 68 GTO that you could order. The red line tires, surrounded by the PMD rally wheels, just really sets this car off. It does have the hood tack as well, and a really nice white power top. The restoration on this GTO was done quite a few years ago. I'm guessing by the look of it, maybe around 20 years ago. It still has a fantastic shine, a very nice body, and can go to any of your local car shows and be very proud of it. But it is a little older restoration. But I like the older restorations. That way you can see what's going to come out and what's underneath everything. So very solid foundation, a very solid car. As far as our windshield goes, the windshield's in excellent shape. I don't see any chips or scratches in the windshield. The hood looks really nice on it. It's got a beautiful shine. The Enduro bumper is also very nice. There's no cracks and stuff. It's just, as far as the fit goes, it needs to be adjusted a little better down here at the bottom. Lower fender's excellent. Looks like we have just a little bit of a scratch or chip right there by my finger in the fender. Other than that, no blisters down low. The rocker panel looks really nice on it. It's got all the wheel well trim. That all looks sharp. Gap looks really nice in the front of the door. Just got a little bit of buffing compound still on it. No scratches there in the door anywhere that I can see. Door handle is original. It's got a couple little micro scratches, but the chrome's still really nice on it. Lower part of the door, no blisters front or rear of the door. No scratches on the door that I see, just nice and clean. Lower quarter panel in front of the wheel is excellent. No blisters, so around the wheel well is nice. There's one tiny, I can't see it from this angle, but from the other angle down low, there's one tiny little ding here by my finger, very, very small. Also has just a little micro scratch right there. Another little chip that was touched up right there. So it's got a couple little nicks and stuff here and there on it. That's why I think, like I said, it's an older paint job, but still looks very good. Lower quarter behind the wheels, no bubbles there. Back bumpers have been replaced. That's perfect. I really like the gap between the bumper and the trunk lid and stuff. A lot of these GTOs, especially when they get new bumpers or have them re-chromed, they don't get this lined up very well at all. This one looks really good. We have one tiny little chip right here. Look how this trunk lid fits. Fits really nicely to that quarter panel. Both sides fits that way. As we go up in here, this is very common on an older paint job. This has, a lot of times, they'll have a little silicone and stuff here, and that's starting just to chip out a little bit on both sides. Other than that, the back panel, the trunk, dual exhaust tips, everything looks great. There's a little bit of solvent pop on this quarter panel here. It's got like 6 little tiny little spots. I don't know if you can see it, if I can get the sun on the right angle here. Just a couple little spots here, and there's like 2 more here. So it's got a couple little paint imperfections as far as that goes. Lower quarter panel's perfect, no blisters, nothing over the wheel well, nothing in front of the wheel. Again, our door, front and rear, lower fender, everything's super solid, nice. We got a few paint chips on this door. 1, 2, got a couple little spots right here, very small. As we go over to our top, it does have the glass back window. Very nice tight top. Fits really well there. As far as our front fender, this side over here, the Enduro bumper fits really nicely. As far as our interior goes, corners of the doors absolutely perfect on both sides. When the car was painted years ago, obviously doors were taken off, and they did a nice job on that. We do have the the PHS documents and everything on the car as well. That all comes with it. As we look at the door jambs, all the door jambs look nice. It's got new sill plates on it. The carpet's in great shape. It's got the original energy absorbing steering wheel, which 68's had. It's got seat belts for 3 in the back. The door panels are excellent, seats excellent, carpet's very nice. You can tell there's just a little age to the carpet. I definitely wouldn't replace it, but you can tell it was done during the restoration probably 20 years ago. It's got the his or her shifter. Doors shut great too, even with the windows up, guys. So those windows, as we look here, look at the seal on that window. I mean, that's just super tight along there, all the way on the top. I don't see any gaps or anything along there. Roof rail rubber. We have new felts. That was all done during restoration. Even the felt around, or the rubber around the wing window looks nice and soft. Door shuts great that way. It's got the door edge guards. Looks like during the restoration, again, they're not super soft, they're not hard by any means, but that just tells us the age of the restoration. Looks like all the door rubbers were replaced at that same time. Corners of the doors are excellent. Door panels, both driver and passenger, are like brand new. They're in beautiful condition. Driver's side seats great, passenger side seats in excellent shape as well. One thing about it is for some reason, they didn't dye the seat belts and stuff. Probably should have that taken out and replaced. It's got black seat belts for some reason. Dash pad is in excellent shape. That looks nice. So there's just a little, I don't know if it's a chip or what you'd call it right up there, but it's not a crack. Wood grain on the dash is okay. That all looks good. The paint on the dash is really nice as well. Another thing, if we look on our website, I think the trunk spackle in the trunk is all original. It's got a spare, bias ply spare and jack and all that as well. So very nice trunk compartment. Like I said, it looks like it's all original to me. So our horn works, wipers work. The heater fan was working earlier when we checked it in for some reason. I don't know if we got a fuse problem or heater fan is not working, but as soon as we get it back, the heater fan will definitely work. So as far as the radio goes, it's got an Alpine radio in it, just an old AM/FM cassette. The radio works, but the previous owner had a couple speakers in 6x9 boxes just in the back seat. We took those out. So kick panels are in excellent shape down there. As far as the hood tack, it does have a hood tack as well. No factory tack, just the hood tack. Gas gauge works, and all the rest of them are lights, guys. The nicest thing about this GTO is it's not only rock solid and looks nice. I mean, this thing is super fast, drives just like a GTO should. I love that they put the right style air cleaner and stuff like that, and turn this into the air induction, which really helps it perform. It gives you kind of an idea of it. Sounds good, exhaust sounds good. Like I said earlier, those windows fit super tight and go really nicely against all those rubbers, so nice and quiet inside the car. Speedometer works well, very clear. It's got 07366. I'm guessing that's 107,366 miles. Again, there's a lot of receipts and stuff that was done to the car. I put all that information on my website. Power top works great as well, and it's got the original switch here. Here's our brakes. No pull left or right on the brakes. This car flies. One of the fastest GTOs I've been in a long time. For an automatic car, this thing gets right with the program. No rear end howl, nothing like that. Just fantastic GTO, guys. Here's our brakes, high speeds, no pull left or right. You will be very impressed with the performance of this GTO.